Let's be real, if you're a PC gamer, your keyboard is everything. It's your connection to the game, your main weapon. But man, trying to pick the right one can feel impossible. So in this explainer, we're going to break down the Tom's Hardware Guide to the absolute best gaming keyboards of 2025 and help you find the one that's just right for you.
And Tom's Hardware really hits the nail on the head with this. I mean, you can drop $1,000 on a new graphics card, but a great keyboard? That's an upgrade you feel instantly with every single click and every move you make. It completely changes the way your whole setup feels.
But that's the big problem, isn't it? The market is just flooded. You've got full-size, 10 keyless, 60%, then you have linear, tactile, clicky switches, plus RGB, wireless, macro keys. It can seriously make your head spin. So today, our job is to cut right through all that noise for you. So we're going to start with the two most important things, the fundamentals that really have the biggest impact, the physical size of the keyboard and the type of switches under the keycaps. Seriously, if you get these two things right, you are 90% of the way to finding your perfect board. First up, we've got the classic, the OG, the full-size keyboard. This is your do-it-all command center. You get the full number pad, the function row, all the navigation keys, literally everything. This is perfect if you also use your PC for work or if you play games like MMOs that use a ton of keybinds.
Now, for what is probably the most popular layout for gamers right now, the TKL, or 10 keyless. All it does is chop off that number pad on the right, but in doing so, you get back a huge chunk of desk space. And why does that matter? More room for your mouse means more freedom for those big, sweeping aiming motions and shooters. It's a game changer.
And then for the true minimalists out there, we have the super compact 60 to 65% keyboards. These things ditch the function row, the arrow keys, pretty much everything but the absolute essentials. This is the ultimate choice for competitive pros who need every single millimeter of desk space for their mouse. Okay, next up, feel and sound. This little chart breaks down the three main food groups of mechanical switches. Linear switches are just smooth, all the way down. Buttery, fast, and quiet. Tactile switches give you a little physical bump you can feel right when the key activates. Super satisfying. And clicky switches? Well, they give you that same bump, but with a loud, classic typewriter-style click. There's no right answer here. It's all about what you prefer. All right, with the basics out of the way, let's get to the main event. It's time to meet the champions, the absolute top-rated keyboards for 2025, based on all the hardcore testing over at Tom's Hardware. And taking the crown for best overall gaming keyboard is the ASUS ROG Strix Scope 2 96 Wireless. This keyboard is trying to give you the best of both worlds, a compact size, but with nearly all the keys. And you know what? According to the experts, it nails it. So what makes it the king? Well, first off, it's hot swappable. That means you can literally pull the switches out and pop in different ones whenever you want. Total customization. It's also got absolutely incredible battery life and a really premium, sturdy build quality that just feels solid on your desk. And when I say the battery life is class-leading, I am not messing around. Get this, we're talking 1,500 hours. That is not a typo. If you turn the RGB lights off, you could literally go for months without ever plugging this thing in. It's wild. But of course, no keyboard is perfect for everybody. That 96% layout, which kind of squishes a number pad right up against the main keys, can feel a little cramped until you get used to it. And, like a lot of the big brands, you have to use the ASUS Armory Crate software to customize it, which, let's just say, isn't everyone's favorite program. But hey, what if you don't want to compromise on size? If you've got the desk space and you want every single bell and whistle imaginable, Tom's Hardware says the Razer Black Widow V4 Pro is the undisputed king of the full-size keyboards. And this thing is an absolute unit. It's got a super comfy wrist rest that has its own RGB lighting, a unique programmable dial you can use for anything, and 8 dedicated macro keys. And for performance, it has a crazy fast 8,000 Hz polling rate for basically instant response times. So what are the downsides? Well, for a premium keyboard, it uses ABS keycaps, which can get shiny and feel a little less durable over time compared to PBT plastic. And to really unlock everything this board can do, you're definitely tied to using Razer's Synapse software. Okay, let's swing all the way to the other end of the spectrum. For those of you who put desk space above everything else, the #1 pick for a mini keyboard is the SteelSeries Apex Pro Mini.
Now, the secret weapon for this little guy is its OmniPoint 2.0 switches. They let you customize the actuation point, how far you have to press a key for it to register on every single key. That is an insane level of control for competitive gamers, and it's all packed into this tiny, sturdy, travel-friendly body.
But here's the thing, that incredible customization comes with a bit of a learning curve. Features like setting 2 different actions on a single key press takes some time to master, and all those secondary functions printed on the sides of the keys can be a little tough to see.
Okay, so we've covered the best all-rounder, the best big boy, and the best small one. Now let's get into a more specialized category. This is for the players who are chasing every single possible performance advantage they can get.
This is the Arbiter Studio Polar 75 Pro, and it's the top pick from Tom's Hardware for a new kind of technology: Hall effect magnetic switches. Instead of a physical mechanism, these switches use magnets to detect a key press, and that allows for some absolutely insane speed advantages.
So what makes these so special? Speed. The killer feature is something called Rapid Trigger, which resets a key the absolute instant you start to lift your finger off of it. This lets you do impossibly fast repeated keystrokes, which is a massive advantage in tactical shooters like Valorant. But the craziest part? Tom's Hardware raves that unlike a lot of other speed-focused boards, this one also sounds and feels absolutely incredible to just type on.
Phew! We have seen the best of the best, from the do-it-all champs to these super specialized pro tools. So, with all this information, how in the world do you actually make the final call for yourself?
Well, in the end, it all comes back to this one simple question. Just think about the games you actually play and what you really need. Are you the strategist who needs that full command center with tons of macro keys? Or are you the competitive FPS player who needs every last inch of desk space for your mouse? The perfect keyboard is out there, but it's a personal choice, and now you have all the knowledge you need to go find yours.